Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, and I am with the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, and we're here to play our afternoon ball game from our 1969 replay. It's the Baltimore Orioles with Jim Palmer at the Oakland A's, with Lou Krausse pitching, both right-handers. Orioles 17 1/2. In first place, they're at a clip, I just checked it, to win about 114, 115 games if they keep this up. Oakland, 16 behind first place Twins in the West, but they are playing good baseball. Let's look at our opening lineups. And Kathy Harden has arrived. And I know you're for the Orioles. Leading off, Don Buford in left. Mark Belanger batting second at shortstop. Frank Robinson batting third in right. Brooks Robinson, cleanup hitter at third. Luke Powell is still out. Elrod Hendricks is catching. Davey Johnson at second. Dave May in right field. Merv Rettenmund in center. And the pitcher is Jim Palmer, going for win number 15. For the A's, it's Bert Campanaris at short. Jose Tartable in center. Hot Dog Jackson in right. Sal Bando at third. Danny Cater at first. It's Dick Green at second. Tommy Reynolds in left field. Phil Roof catching. And Lou Krausse, the pitcher, he's a right-hander. And the Oakland A's take the field. This is the first of a 4-game series. And leading it off for the Orioles is Don Buford. Okay, Krausse is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Buford. That's 3-7 right-handed, and he grounds it to first base for Cater. One down, and we're underway here at the Oakland Coliseum. And here's Mark Belanger now. Krausse is ready. The pitch to Belanger. 5-7 right-handed. He walked him. He's a B. He'll be held 1-10. Frank Robinson steps in. Okay, Krausse from the stretch, and the pitch to Frank Robinson. 5-3 right-handed. Hit deep by Robinson off Krausse, and there it goes. It's a 2-run home run for Frank Robinson. Orioles off to a quick 2-0 lead here. That was right off his card, Lou Krausse, and it was clean. Look at that, 5-3 right-handed. You don't get much cleaner than that. For Frank Robinson. That is number 31. And that'll put Robinson tied now for 6th with Powell and Epstein, 4th home runs. Brooks Robinson now. The pitch from Krausse. That's 3-8 right-handed. Pops it up to second. Green has it, 2 away. And Elrod Hendricks is the batter. .27 right-handed. And that's a base hit by Elrod. A 2-out single. Davey Johnson, the batter. Fingers and Lindblad pitched in this game in real world. So did Eddie Watt. Orioles won this one 4-3 in real world. That's 1-6, and he grounds it to second. And Green has it, and the side is retired. But there were 2 runs on a 2-run home run by Frank Robinson. After a half, it's Baltimore 2 and Oakland coming to bat. Here's Palmer now. Bert Campaneris leads it off for Oakland. Down 2-0 here. Hey, Joel, how are you? 7 years. Well, that's good for you for persistence, Joel. That's incredible. It's taken me about 2 3/4 years, between 2.5 to 2 3/4. I'm not sure exactly. The key for me is I don't worry about any. I don't focus on that. It's nice to move along, but I really try to enjoy the process. I resumed Strat-O-Matic when the pandemic hit, and I used to play as a kid, and I never thought I'd be able to do a full replay, but it's quite doable now. Slow and steady. Here's Palmer now facing, and they're all broadcast, Joel. I broadcast all of them. Here's the pitch to Campaneris. Not until July. I started in July doing broadcasts for everything in the schedule. We're in August. It's August 22. Here's the pitch to Bert, 3-7. He flies it to center field. That's for Rettenmund, and it's 1 away. Now Jose Tartable. Okay, Palmer. Here's the pitch. That's 3-9. And he grounds it to second. That's for Johnson. Throws to Frank Robinson, playing first. Again for the injured Boog Pal. I follow exact lineups, Joel, so I don't play built into the schedule. I use the exact starting lineups and starting pitchers. Nameless players if needed. But then I deviate in terms of strategy and substitutions. Even though I use who pitched in relief in real world as a guideline, but I'm not set to it. Here's Hot Dog Jackson now. 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch from Palmer. And that's a 4-5 left-hander. Chops it to second. Johnson again over to Frank Robinson. And that's a 1-2-3 for Jim Palmer. After 1, it's 2-0 Baltimore. Hot Dog hit that on the thin part of the bat there. No relish, no mustard on that one. Here's Dave May to lead it off. Krausse allowed 2-run home run and a base hit left on. Let's see how he fares here in the second. Dave May leading it off. That's 4-11 left-handed, struck him out. First strikeout for Krausse. Now Marv Rettenmund. Palmer on deck. Here's the pitch to Rettenmund. That's 3-3. And he grounds it to second for Green. 2 away. And here's Jim Palmer. 3 WR Jim Palmer. This team is unbelievable. They're playing at a 7-0, I think it's 702 clip percentage-wise. On their way to about 114 wins. Okay, Krausse. The windup and the pitch to Palmer. Right-handed hitter, and that is a base hit for Palmer. A 2-out single. Now Don Buford steps in. He grounded to first. Here's the pitch to Buford. That's 2-9. And Buford swings. That's a re-roll on the 20 die. That's going to be a double down the line. This could score Palmer with 2 outs, but we'll see. He's rounding third 1-10, 1-12, center field. He's going to send him home. Here comes Palmer. The throw from Tartable. And he is safe. Just slides in. That makes it 3-0. Buford goes to third on the throw. It's 3-0 Birds. Here's Mark Belanger. 2-out rally here in the second. Krausse from the stretch. And the pitch to Belanger. That's 5-7 right-handed. He walked him. First and third, 2 outs for Frank Robinson again. He hit the 2-run home run in the first, last inning. Now he has a chance for a 3-run home run. Here's the pitch. 6-5 right-handed, and he grounded it to short, and that will retire the side. But another run for the Orioles. On 2 hits, a walk, and 2 left. Middle of the second, it's 3-0. And by the way, Joel, I don't know if you're still here. My games run anywhere from an hour and a half to longer because I'm not here solitaire. I'm with everybody else, and we take our sweet time. I'm going probably a little faster than I usually do right now. Here's Sal Bando, the captain, leading it off against Palmer, who retired the side in order in the first. I see your username is Joel Horlin. Are you because there was a pitcher on the White Sox. He's in our 69. Is it Joe or Joel Horland? Here's the pitch to Bando. 2-9, and he grounds it to first for Frank Robinson. He'll take it to the bag. 4 in a row for Palmer thus far. And here's Danny Cater. Yeah. Oh, I try to be. Palmer into his windup and the pitch to Cater. That's 1-9 right-handed. Grounds it to short for Belanger, over to Frank Robinson. 2 outs. And Dick Green. I don't know what exactly you mean by deliberate. Deliberate in what way? Here's Palmer now. And the pitch to Green. 3-7 right-handed, fly ball to center. And Rettenmont makes the catch, another 1-2-3, and Palmer has retired the first 6 A's in this ball game. Perfect thus far. It's 3-0 after 2. We're heading to the top of the third. Nothing wrong with saying that. Just curious if you mean just generally the way it goes. Here's Brooks Robinson now. He popped to second in the first. Oh, okay. Wow, 2 no-hitters for Horland. Holy cow. He was a great pitcher, no doubt about it. It was Joe, though, I believe, right? Or was it Joel? Okay. Here's Krausse, the pitch to Brooks Robinson. 1-9 right-handed, chops it to second for Green, and it's 1 away. It's a lovely afternoon for a game of Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball here. We're at Oakland Coliseum. And Elrod Hendricks comes up. He singled left on in the first. Krausse into his windup, and the pitch to Elrod. That's 2-5, and he flies it to left field for Reynolds, 2 away. And now Davy Johnson. I hate to tell you this all, but I don't for my coffee, so there's a chance I may run over. Take me 7 minutes. It's right over across the street to get some milk. Here's Krausse facing Johnson, but that'll be a little bit later. Here's the pitch, 4-2 right-handed, grounds it to first, ex Cater, 2-12. And that's a 10, that's a 12. Can Cater get this? No, he can't, he boots it. That's an error for Danny Cater at first, a good fielder, but he booted that one. Johnson on first, 2 down. Oh, okay, Joel, I get what you're saying. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I say, do it slowly and enjoy it. We're not in a rush here. When I used to play without broadcasting, I used to find myself just, speeding through. For what reason, Here's May left-handed hitter. It's Johnson on first, 2 down. And there's the pitch, 1-7. And he flies it to right field for Jackson, who makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, the error by Cater. And 1 left on. It's 3-0, middle of the third. Here's Palmer now. He's thrown 2 perfect innings. Here's Tommy Reynolds. Let's get some coffee here. Okay, Reynolds steps in. Here's Palmer now. The windup and the pitch to Reynolds. That's 6-3 right-handed. Grounds it back to Palmer. He's a 5-8. Oh, my. Oh, okay, 5-8, 16. And, oops, that'll be an 8. Let's see if Palmer can get this. That's 6, he does. Nice play by Jim Palmer. 1 down, 7 in a row. Now Phil Roof. Whew, here's Palmer. And the pitch to Roof. That's 6-9 right-handed, and that is a fly ball to center. Going deep is Rettenmund on the track, and he makes the catch. A running catch by Merv Rettenmund. And that would be 8 in a row. And here's Lou Krausse, the pitcher. He's a 6NR. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Palmer now. The pitch to Krausse. That's 4-6 right-handed. And he struck him out. And the side is retired. Another 1, 2, 3. That's 9 in a row. For Palmer, it's 3-0 through 3. Krausse on the mound. Here's Rettenmund to lead it off, and then it'll be Palmer, then back to the order Buford. Rettenmund grounded to second in the second. The pitch from Krausse. 110 right-handed. There's a base hit by Rettenmund. Right up the middle. Thrown in by Tartable. Now Jim Palmer, he's a C bunter. We'll have him hit away. A 3 WR. He singled and scored in the second. That's 3-9, and he struck him out. That's the second by Lou Krausse today. Don Buford now steps into the box. Rick has arrived. Oh yeah, absolutely. You're right, Rettenmund. They used to always say, the sportscasters, he'd start on any other team. Rettenmund on first with 1 down. He's a B, 1 to 10 being held. Almost missed that. And when that happens, that's just human error, and he's not held. You got to say it out loud. Here's Krausse and the pitch to Buford. That's 1-6, right-handed, grounds it back to Krausse. He forces Rettenmund at second base. So Buford on first with 2 down now. He's a B being held. And Belanger comes to the plate. This was a super Orioles team. Belanger has walked twice, scored a run. Scored on Robinson's home run in the first. We've got a 5 p.m. game. I'm not sure which it will be. I could go with 1911, Kathy. Or 64 or 69. You name it, and I'll do it. Here's the pitch to Belanger. 5-6 right-handed, struck out, and the side is retired. That's the third for Krausse, no runs. The single by Rettenmund and 1 left. Middle of the fourth, it's 3-0 Orioles. Here's Palmer, perfect through 3 innings. It'll be the top of the order, Bert Campaneris. Here's Palmer now. The windup. 64, you got it. Here's the pitch to Burt. That's 6-4 right-handed. That a grounder to third for Brooks. He's a 114. 14. He makes his share of errors. And that is a 12. He throws him out. Palmer stays perfect, one down. Part of me always wants a no-hitter or a perfect game to be broken up so we could just relax and play the ball game. Jose Tartable is the batter. We're going to do 1964, and it's going to be the Cards and the Dodgers again. They played already. We're early on. It'll be Gibson for the Cardinals. And Don Drysdale for the Dodgers. Wow. Drysdale was 18-16, 2.18 ERA. Lord, you didn't get much hitting there. Okay, Palmer facing Tartable. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's going to be 1-7 right-handed. There it goes, a base hit to left field. And Buford throws it in. Tartable is on, and we can all relax. And here's Hot Dog Jackson now. He grounded to second in the first. It's Tartable on first, one down now. Orioles 3-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. Palmer from the stretch. And the pitch to Hot Dog Jackson. That's 2-9 right-handed. He struck him out. That's the second for Palmer. And now Sal Bando, the batter. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Drysdale made the haul. Sometimes I lose track. I know Gibson did. And Koufax was amazing this year, but he was hurt for part of the year. Here's Palmer, the pitch to Bando. That's 112 right-handed, lines it to third. Brooks has it, and the side is retired, and it was no runs. The single, which is the first base runner for the Orioles today, by Tartable, he was left on base. We've gone 4, it's 3-0. And, okay, so he is, okay. We'll do another inning or so, and I'll go across the street for about 7 minutes. It's that close, and get some milk. Here's Frank Robinson to lead it off in the top of the fifth. 2-run home run in the first, grounded to short in the second. So we'll be looking at the second. I think it's only a 2-game series. Cardinals at the Dodgers. Okay, Krausse is ready. Here's the pitch to Frank Robinson. That's going to be 6-4, right-handed, fly ball center X. Tartable a 3-3. That's 3-3. That's going to drop for a base hit. Tartable couldn't get that. And Frank Robinson is on. You know, this schedule works for me very nicely. I tank up at about early in the morning for the early game, 8 a.m. today. I started early. And then I tank up on more caffeine for the 1 p.m. game, and then I do the other stuff at 5 p.m. Frank Robinson on first to lead it off. Here's Brooks now. Brooks 0 for 2. From the stretch, Krausse. That's 1-6 right-handed. Lines it to short, caught by Campanaris. 1 down. Now Elrod. Singled and flew to left, Elrod. It's Frank Robinson on first, 1 down. Krausse's first endurance is next inning, the 6th. Palmer's is the 9th, despite his injury. Okay, here's Krausse. The pitch to Elrod. That's 3-7 right-handed. Walked him. First and second with 1 out now. And Davy Johnson is the batter. Okay, Krausse gets the sign from Roof. He's ready. The pitch to Johnson. That's 2-6 right-handed. Hit well by Johnson. And that's going to go in the gap. And that is going to be a double. Frank Robinson scores. Hendricks goes to third. He'll probably hold. 1-10. He will hold. So it's second and third, 1 out. And there's action in the Oakland bullpen. Again, Fingers and Lindblad pitched in Real World. Fingers didn't have the best season. Didn't have the worst, but he wasn't the Fingers we came to know. And we'll have Fingers warming up. He's a right-hander. Still only 1 out. It's second and third now for Dave May. Here's Krausse. And the pitch to May. That's 4-7 left-handed. Fly ball center. That's deep enough to score Hendricks. Tartable makes the catch and Hendricks tags. So it's 2 runs this inning and it's 5-0. Two outs now. Johnson held at second. Here's Rettenman. Krausse from the stretch. 2-7. He walked him. Real struggles here for Lou Krausse. It's 2 outs now, and here's Jim Palmer. He's a 3 WR. We'll leave after this half inning. That is good coffee, I'll tell you that. Here's Krausse. The pitch to Palmer. That's 6-11. Right-handed. Grounded back to Krausse. He's a 4-11. That's 3-4. And that's a base hit. Johnson scores, and Rettenman goes to third. Real tough inning here. We're going to give him 1 more chance. I have patience, but even my patience has limits. It's first and third, 2 down. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Don Buford at the plate. Switch hitter batting left. Here's the pitch to Buford. That's 2-10 right-handed, and that's going to be a base hit. Rettenman scores. Palmer goes to third. I think the super advanced rule is that they reach fatigue if they allow 5 runs in an inning. But I use poetic license. I'm just going to pull him here for realism. And he wouldn't have had fatigue yet, but that's the way I like to do it. So that's it for Krausse. Fingers will come in. Lindblad's available also. So Krausse is through. Here's Fingers taking his warm-ups. Krausse pitched 4 2/3. He allowed 9 hits. He walked 4, struck out 3, and he's allowed 7. Thus far, he's responsible for first and third 2 outs. Mark Belanger coming up. Here's Fingers trying to finish it up. And now Lindblad is warming. I have a mind to use I'll use Lindblad. Okay, Fingers trying to end this monster of an inning here. Actually, it's 5 runs. No, it's 4. It's first and third, 2 outs. Here's Fingers. Pitch to Belanger. And that's 6-9 right-handed. Swung on, and it's a drive hit out, but he's got W power. It'll be a base hit. Advance 2. That's charged to Krausse. What a disaster. Now Frank Robinson will be the batter. Still first and third, 2 outs. 5 runs in. 8-0 Orioles. Okay, here's Frank Robinson, 2 for 3 with a 2-run home run. The pitch from Fingers. That's 4-11 right-handed, grounds it to short for Campanaris, and the side is retired finally. A miserable inning for the Oakland Athletics. And we're going to take a break for a little bit, a well-deserved break, because I need to get some milk. And I'll need it tomorrow morning anyway. Krausse ends up allowing 8 runs in 4 2/3. And that'll be it for Fingers if he's due up. It's going to be Danny Cater to lead it off with Palmer on the mound, a 1-hit shutout through 4. My name is Jeffrey Guterman. I have 139. I expect to be back here by 147. I am that close, and I don't even rush. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. It's batting practice. Exactly, Kathy. Exactly. It's a batting practice, and this is the kind of game we may take Palmer out. He's just back from the injury. We may bring people in. It's up to Earl Weaver. But it's 8-0 in the middle of the 5th. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. I'll be back 7 minutes or less. I made it with 1 minute to spare. I live that close to a supermarket. Okay, we're gonna head to the bottom of the fifth, and I'm gonna have some nice milk with my coffee. And I think this is my last cup. And if needed, well, it looks like I have another cup in here. But I could make another half pot if needed. We are in Oakland for the first of a 4-game series. Oh, hold on 1 second. Hey, guy.
Hello.
Hey, that's yours.
Yes, and the milk.
Yeah.
I see my air conditioner dripping like crazy.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
Good.
Have a good one.
Well,
sir.
thank you very much.
You got
I
it.
appreciate it.
You got it.
Have a great day.
Yeah. My neighbor had a delivery, and the guy asked me if I would take it in. It's a sort of a meals for people of low income. So my neighbor, trying to be a good neighbor, you never know when you're going to need help. Let me take my coffee here with me. We'll get back to this ball game here. And we thank you so much for your patience. It's Jim Palmer, 1-hit shutout through 4. And here's Danny Cater. We'll let him pitch a couple innings, make sure he's eligible for a win. But other than that, we may bring somebody in here later. Here's Danny Cater to lead it off. On the other hand, if he continues with the 1-hitter, who knows? Here's the pitch, 4-6, right-handed, struck him out. Oh, Palmer is so on today. Here's Dick Green. That's number 3 for Palmer. Okay, Green flew to center in the second. Here's Palmer, his windup, and the pitch. That's 1-6 right-handed, and he chops it to second for Davy Johnson. 2 outs. And Tommy Reynolds now. Yeah, if he continues not letting anybody else on base, I'm going to keep him in. Here's Reynolds. The pitch from Palmer. That's 6-5 right-handed. Struck him out. Number 4, I'm sorry. And another 1-2-3 for Palmer. And it's 8-0 through 5. So Fingers will get another inning here. Actually, he only pitched a third. It'll be Brooks Robinson to lead it off. Brooks 0 for 3 today. Okay, Fingers into his windup, and the pitch to Brooks. That's 110, and he grounds it to third for Bando. And there's one away. Now Elrod, 1 for 2 and a walk and scored. Here's the pitch from Fingers. That's 1-5 right-handed, and he struck him out. First strikeout for Fingers. 2 outs, nobody on. Davy Johnson, 1 for 3. Reached on an error, doubled and scored. He doubled and knocked in a run in that 5-run inning. Here's the pitch from Fingers. 2-7. And that's a base hit by Johnson, his second of the ball game. Davey on first, 2 down. Dave May at the bat, at the plate. Oh, that's good coffee. Wow. Here's Fingers. And the pitch to May. 4-7 left-handed, and there's a base hit. Oh, no, it stopped. Oh, it was an optical illusion. Campaneris stopped it, and he throws May out. What a play by Bert Campaneris. I spoke too soon. 4-7 left-handed, single 1-16, and it was an 18. So it's no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. We're in the middle of the 6th. It's 8-0 Baltimore. Phil Roof will lead it off. There's going to be a hitter for Fingers, so we can close him out 1 1/3, allowing 2 hits. Struck out 1, no runs. And it will be Lindblad to pitch. Here's Phil Roof leading it off. Palmer has allowed 1 base runner through 5. It was the single by Tartable. Here's Palmer. The pitch to Roof. That's 6-2 right-handed, and that's a base hit. So now it's a 2-hitter. And there'll be a hitter here for Fingers. What about the fighter jet? What aspect of it should give us more concern? And you can talk about anything you want, Kathy Harden here. Tito Francona. I mean, it went down and they found it. Maybe you're right. Maybe there is something. The fact that we couldn't find it for a while? What aspect of it has you concerned? Here's Tito Francona. Left-handed hitter facing Palmer here with Roof on first and nobody out. Here's Tito. The guy ejected himself. That happens quite a lot. I mean, that happens a couple times a year at least. Yeah, but there was a pilot in it and he self-ejected successfully. Which that happens in the news. We hear that several times a year of U.S. planes. So I don't mean to contradict you. I'm just wondering what aspect of it has you concerned, or should we be more concerned? Maybe you're right about it. Here's Palmer now from the stretch facing Francona. The pitch. Whew. 5-6 left-handed. He pops it up to second, Davy Johnson, and that's one away. I was a little surprised when they couldn't find the plane. That's what surprised me, and then they found it. If you mean that aspect of it, I'm sorry to be so, inquisitive about your remark, but I pay attention to what you say, and I'm just trying to understand. I'm not going to patronize you and just say, yeah, you're right, when I don't know what aspect that you should be more concerned about. The fact that we did not know where it was for like over 12 hours, I think, is very bizarre. These things ought to have some sort of monitoring, Oh, yeah, no, I agree, Kathy. That is bizarre. It's very bizarre. And that has me concerned. I say, these jets cost millions of dollars, and we should have a system in there where we know exactly where it is at all times, including if it crashes. And they should have at least known at the last minute, so if that's what you mean, I agree with you. Here's Bert Campaneris, 0 for 2. Palmer from the stretch, and the pitch to Campaneris here. That's 3-8 right-handed, grounds it back to Palmer. He forces Roof at second. It's 2 outs, and Campy is on first. Hendricks is a 0. Campy 1-15 with 2 outs. Okay, Kathy. Yeah, no, I agree with that. No, you're right. And, sometimes I wonder, there is a lot going on. Is somehow the media just inundated, and they haven't prioritized that. Because that concerns me too. And that was the aspect that concerned me. It's 2 outs, Campy on first being held. Tartable, 1 for 2. Here's Palmer. That's 4-4 left-handed, fly ball center field for Rettenmund. 3-3 out there. Rettenmund trying to get this. 3-3-3. That's going to be a base hit. And Campy will go to third. So it's first and third with 2 outs. Yeah, numb. Yeah, I'm numb. Okay? I am numb. And not comfortably numb. Okay? Here's Reggie Jackson. It's 2 outs, first and third. This is the first trouble that Palmer has been. It's the first runner on third today. Hot Dog Jackson 0 for 2. Here's Palmer. And the pitch to Reggie. That's 2-11 right-handed. He flies it to right. This should end the inning. Dave May makes the catch, and the side is retired. So no runs for the A's. 2 hits and two left on. It's 8-0 after 6. That's going to be Palmer's last inning. We're going to bring somebody in, and therefore we will pinch hit for him just because he's not pitching anymore. Not that he's pitching bad or anything like that. He's the winner of record, Krausse the loser. Palmer pitched 6. He allowed 2 hits, just masterful. No walks, struck out 4, and he allowed no runs. And we'll see if they can do a combined, very nice job. But I'm going to give him a break here. After all, he's just back from the injury. I'm going to bring Dave Leonard in. I could bring in Marcelino Lopez. And in fact, I think I will. I'm going to bring Marcelino Lopez in. He's got a plump 4.41 ERA, but I don't think he's going to allow 8 runs, and I'm going to only let him pitch in 2 innings or so. Lopez will come in. You got to give him a chance. He's a left-handed hitter. Here's Lindblad, Rettenman leading it off, top of the 7th, 8-0 O's. Here's Lindblad, he's ready. The windup and the pitch to Rettenmund. That's 111. That'll be left-handed, and that'll be a base hit by Rettenmund. He singles. Now we'll let somebody come in and hit for Palmer. I don't do that too often, folks, but I just felt like it today. 8-0. Let me bring somebody in here who we don't use him too often. I'm going to bring Kurt Martin in. He's a right-handed hitter. So Martin steps in here. C. Bunter. Okay, Lindblad from the stretch with Rettenmund on first. And here's the pitch to Martin. That's going to be 6-8, right-handed. Grounds it to second, X, green. 213. This could be a double. 213, 2-2. Oh, it's a base hit. Green couldn't get it. Rettenman will go to second. First and second, nobody out. I see Palmer sitting there, smiling, talking to his close friend Dave Leonard. Is it Dave Leonard? They were best friends. You can go read about that. Dave Leonard. They're talking about something there. He was a good pitcher in himself. First and second, nobody out. And Don Buford comes up, 2 for 4 today. Here's Lindblad from the stretch. And the pitch to Buford. That's 111, left-handed, pops it up, left side, just foul of third base, and Bando makes the catch, 1 away. Now Mark Belanger. Belanger walked twice, scored one of them, struck out and singled. And he got a run batted in. Here's Lindblad. And the pitch, 1-5, left-handed, base hit by Mark. That might score a run. Rettenman rounding third. That's the left field. Rettenman 1 to 15. -1, 1 to 14. Well, we'll hold. We're winning 8-0. Just stick there. Give Frank a chance. Bases loaded, 1 out. We'll give Frank a chance here for a grand slam. Lindblad. And there's the Rhodes Scholar has arrived. The pitch to Frank Robinson. That's 3-6. Left-handed, base hit. Oh, the hits keep on coming. Rettenman scores, Martin scores. 2 runs allowed by Lindblad in relief. And now Frank Robinson has 4 runs batted in. I'll give him another chance here. Brooks Robinson first and third, 1 out. Woo! Brooks 0 for 4 today. Infield back. Here's the pitch from Lindblad. They are back. They're back. That's for the O's. Yeah, 6'5" right-handed, struck him out. That's exactly for the O's. When I have a reason to change it back to blue, I'll change it back to blue. Green's my favorite color, and the contrast works very well with my eyes. 2 outs, first and third, 2 in. It's 10-0 Orioles here in the top of the 7th. Elrod at the plate. Here's Lindblad. And that's 2-6 left-handed, and he pops it up to first. And Cater makes the catch, and the side is retired. 2 more runs for the Orioles. And it's 10-0. We move to the bottom. It's the 7th inning stretch. It's going to be Marcelino Lopez. A rare, Dodger blue. Lots of blue. Aren't the Tigers have blue? Technically, I think the Yankees are dark blue. I could be wrong. The Mets are orange. Okay. Marcelino on the mound, left-handed pitcher. In for Palmer. See if they can get a combined shutout. Sal Bando will lead it off. It's 10-0 Birds. Okay, here's Bando at the plate. Marcelino into his windup. And that's 6-4 right-handed. Grounds it to third. Brooks a 114. That's 6-1. He throws him out. 1 away. Now Danny Cater. .397 on base. Okay. That's not so great, is it? Maybe I'm wrong. It's not so great. You walked 62 times. I'm not sure. Is that particularly good? I could be misunderstanding, not really know what good average on base percentages are. Okay, here's Lopez, the pitch to Cater. That's 2-2 left-handed, hit deep by Cater. Oh my, back to the wall goes Buford, and he makes the catch at the warning track. He chased for that. Talking of Buford, Rick. Beautiful catch, 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Dick Green. Long fly ball. Marcelino now into his windup and the pitch to Green. That's 210 left-handed, and that's going to be a base hit for Green. It's only the 3rd hit for the A's today. Green on first, 2 outs. Here's Tommy Reynolds. Maybe that is a good on-base percentage. Maybe I just don't know how that goes. Lopez from the stretch now, facing Reynolds. That's 6-8, right-handed. Whoa, that's going to be a base. That's a re-roll. And that is a base hit. Green goes to third and holds. There's action now in the Orioles bullpen. Frank Bertania, a left-hander, 5.62 ERA. Now is the time. Okay. Give him a chance. Okay. First and third, 2 down. Here's Roof. Lopez trying to get out of this. His endurance inning is 4, Lopez. Here's the pitch to Roof. That's 5-7 right-handed, and it's a base hit. Green scores the first run. There goes the shutout. Reynolds will hold 1-15. Wait a minute, 1-15. We could. That'll be to center. 1-15. 1-14, we'll have them hold. First and second, and now there'll be a hitter for Lindblad. How do you like that? 4, 5, 6. He pitched 1 inning. 4 hits. 2 runs. And Vita Blue with a 6.64 ERA. This is 2 years before his first breakout year when he was 24-8. And I saw him pitch that year in Oakland against Rudy May. It went 20 innings. We left around the 17th. Blue is warming. And there's going to be a hitter for Lindblad. It is now a 10-1 ball game. Let's see who's hitting for Lindblad. It'll be Ted Kubiak. Switch hitter, batting right. Okay, Kubiak steps in, switch hitter, batting right. All with 2 outs, the single by Green, a single by Reynolds, and then the single by Roof to bring Green home. Here's Lopez. And here's the pitch to Kubiak. That's 5-9, switch hitter batting right, grounds it to short, Belanger, 226. 8-2, that'll be 26, oh my. But can Belanger get this? 7, 9 through 12. No, yes. Oh, what a play by Belanger. Oh my. And the side is retired. There was 1 run, and it's a 10-1 ball game now. We don't care. I don't care that the shutout is broken. We're not worried about things like that. We're worried about the team. That's what we are. So that's Lopez's first inning. That's going to be his last inning. It will be Bertania coming in. Just giving these folks, the Orioles had batting practice, and other folks are going to have an opportunity to play some baseball. Bertania taking in the bullpen. He'll be ready. It's going to be Vita Blue now. The new pitcher, 6.64 ERA. He only pitched 42 innings. Top of the 8th, it's Baltimore 10, Oakland 1. Davy Johnson to lead it off. Oh, yeah. Now, let me get my last cup here. There we go. We got a nice cup here. No doubt about it. It's almost full. It's like 4/5 of a cup, which will work for me. There we go. And come 5 o'clock, we'll do the other stuff. That is only going to be, it's about 2.5 hours from now. I'll set up, after this game, I'll set the next one up. Here's Davy Johnson, 2 for 4, reached on an error, doubled, scored, singled, knocked in a run. Good game for Davy. Good to the last frickin' drop. This really was literally the last drop. Oh, that's good. Here's Blue now, the youngster. The pitch to Davy Johnson. That's 1-6. Left-handed, walked him. So Davy is on. And here's Dave May. Blue from the stretch here. Pitch to May. And that's 1-7 left-handed. Grounds it to short. Double play. We weren't holding. So it's 2 outs. And Merv Ruttenmund is the hitter. Vita into his windup. And the pitch to Ruttenmund. That's 3-8 left-handed, and he flies it to left field. Under it is Reynolds, and the side is retired. So it's 10-1 through 7.5. Here's Frank Bertania, the new pitcher for Baltimore. Lopez pitched 1 inning. Got some thunder here in local area. Not going to affect the ball game. Okay, Bertania is ready, and he's a left-hander. It'll be the top of the order. Campy leads it off. 0 for 4 today, reached on a force. I like the sound of thunder, especially when it's at a distance, you know. Here's Bertania into his windup and the pitch to Campaneris. That's 4-6 right-handed, and it's a base hit by Campy. Being held, he won't go, down by 9. Here's Jose Tartable. Tartable 2 for 3. Bertania from the stretch and the pitch to Tartable. 4-6 left-handed, fly ball to right field for Dave May, and that's 1 out. Now Reggie 0 for 3. He leads all of Major League Baseball with 43 home runs. Hasn't hit one in a few days. All righty, here's Bertania now. From the stretch and the pitch to Jackson. That's 5-11 left-handed. Fly ball left field. That almost left. Going back is Buford. He's a 2-5. That's 6-2, and he makes the catch. Campy holds 2 away. And the batter is Sal Bando. Good to the last frickin' drop. We'll be shifting to our 64 replay at 5 p.m. Eastern tonight. The witching hour. It's going to be Bob Gibson for St. Louis at Don Drysdale and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Early on. Just the second game for these clubs. Okay, Bertania facing Bando. Here's the pitch. 5-8 right-handed, chops it to second for Johnson, a 2-14. And that's 7-2. He throws him out. And that, I do remember that, Rick. That retires the side. I do remember that. It never really did much. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. We're heading to the 9th. It's 10-1 Baltimore. What was it called? Is it called Reggie? Something like that? It just didn't, I imagine it wasn't a bad candy bar, you know. Okay, Vida Blue in his second inning of relief. And there's going to be a hitter for Bertania, believe it or not. Actually, no, we'll let him hit. He could use some practice hitting. Was it the Reggie bar? I remember when I thought it was so silly. I was about, I don't know how old I was, but I thought it was kind of silly. Wow, Bertania is an 8 NL. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry. 6 NL. Okay. But still, good hitter. The Reggie bar or something like that. A 6 NL, Frank Bertania. This will be lefty-lefty. Here's Vida now, the windup and the pitch to Bertania. And that's 2-9. And that is a base hit by Bertania off of Blue. Nice to see. And here's Buford. Buford, 2 for 5 today. He got pelted, did he? Oh, that's a shame. That's not right. All right, here's Buford. With Bertania on first. The pitch from Blue. That's 6-7. Switch hitter batting right. He walked him. First and second now, nobody out. This is Vida's second relief inning. Its endurance is 3. Mark Belanger now, 2 for 2. 2 singles, walked twice and scored 1 in the first on the home run by Robinson. Here's Vida from the stretch. The pitch to Belanger. That's 2-6, left-handed. Grounds it to short, double play. Bertania will go to third. 2 outs, Bertania on third, and here's Frank Robinson again. Frank is 3 for 5. A 2-run home run. Singled and scored. Singled knocked in a run. 4 runs batted in. It's 2 outs. Bertania on third. Here's the pitch to Robinson. That's 6-10 right-handed. Grounds it to short for Campanaris. He throws it over to Cater. We're heading to the bottom of the ninth. Oakland down by 9. And here's Bertania, ineligible for the save because it was of the, it's got to be 3 runs or less. It's going to be Danny Cater, then Green and Reynolds. Bertania trying to finish it up. Okay, Bertania is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Cater. I remember that, the Reggie bar or something. 4-2 right-handed, taps it to first, Frank Robinson. He's 321. That'll be 7th, that'll be 21. Can he get this? Frank trying to get this. I don't think so. Oh, he does! Frank Robinson. Scrounging for it, throwing to Bertania, covering the bag. It's 1 out. Boy, was that a heads-up play. Let me Google that and see. Reggie bar. I think it was just called Reggie, but, you know, my memory fails me. It was called Reggie. I'm seeing something that it's back. It came back, and you can buy them on Amazon. I think I bought it once. It wasn't that great. I mean, it was like a candy bar with peanuts. It was your typical chocolate bar. Yeah, it's back. After 40 years. Chocolate, caramel, and peanut candy bar. Came out in 78, the year of your replay. I don't know if he's still here. Joel. So it's 1 out, nobody on. Here's Dick Green. Oh, really? Oh, okay. So, but it was a friendly pelt. Okay. I guess that's better than the bat days they used to have. where especially it was a doubleheader and they were losing the second game, and then some of the fans decided to club other people over the head with it. I mean, you know, alcohol, beer and baseball bats and being swept in a doubleheader does not mix, especially if you have poor impulse control. It's 1 out. Here's Green. Britannia into his windup. It's fun to learn things that I haven't really thought of before. Here's the pitch to Green, 5-7, right-handed. He walked him. So this game is just sort of lingering on. Here's Tommy Reynolds, 1 out with Green on first. Reynolds 1 for 3 today. Britannia from the stretch. The pitch to Reynolds. Oh yeah, I once went on the field for that, and then I was in the newspaper. Here's the pitch to Reynolds. It's hit into the gap. It's going to be a double. Off Britannia, Green will go to third and hold. A 2-9 double with 1 out. Again, his endurance is 3 innings. And now it's Phil Roof. The A's are down by 9 here. Yeah, I used to go to Banner Day. One day I went with my friend. I made up a banner. Went on the field. We were taken out somehow into behind the fence somehow it was. And they opened it up and I was the first one. Oh, is that what Lyle said? I don't remember it being bad, but maybe I don't remember. Really. Second and third, nobody out. Infield is back. Here's Roof. The pitch from Britannia. And that's 4-9 right-handed. Fly ball right. That'll bring in Green. He tags, and it's 10-2 ball game. Second run batted in. In fact, Roof has knocked them all in. Now there's going to be a hitter. 2 outs and Reynolds on second. It's good to do this because I get, there's Bob Johnson's coming in. He's a right-handed hitter. Look at that. Look at that card. Was Lyle just being a warm-up guy, a wise guy? Bob Johnson is the pinch hitter here in the bottom of the ninth. It's 2 outs. It's a 10-2 game. It's Reynolds on second. Britannia trying to finish it up. Britannia now from the stretch. And the pitch to Johnson. That's going to be 3-4 left-handed. Fly ball to right. And Dave May is under it. And the ball game is over. The final score here in Oakland, it's Baltimore 10, Oakland 2. The win goes to Palmer. He really was something in 6 innings. Britannia came in, pitch 2. The loss goes to Krausse, blue. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. Pitch 2. The final line, Baltimore 10 runs, 16 hits, and no errors. Oakland 2 runs, 7 hits. I didn't do Britannia. I'm sorry, 6, 7. Oh, there's Britannia. Oh, silly me. 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. So that's the ball game. We hope you enjoyed it. I'll put this one in the books. And I'll set up 1964 replay, Cardinals at the Dodgers, starting at 5 p.m. Eastern. Stay strong, everybody. Have a great afternoon. Kathy Harden, we thank you very much. Rick, thank you. And to everybody else, take care.